done better than you know. You've helped more than you realize. And you're closer than you think. Signed, the universe. We often feel like our dreams are just out of reach. Like the goals we're working toward are always miles away. But let me tell you something. You're closer than you think. You might be on your way to the brink of your breakthrough, yet it's so easy to lose hope when the finish line feels hidden. But right now, in this very moment, you're steps away from the success you've been chasing. You may not realize it, but the progress you've made is bringing you closer than ever before. When you're working hard every day, it's easy to focus on what still hasn't happened. You might feel like nothing's changing, but growth is happening. It's happening behind the scenes. Just because you can't see it doesn't mean it's not there. Think about a seed planted in the ground. At first, there's no visible sign of life, but beneath the soil, roots are taking hold, preparing for the day that plant will break through that surface. Well, that's where you are right now. Your roots are growing, your foundation is being laid, and you're closer than you think. Sometimes the greatest breakthroughs come right after the hardest struggles. That's because adversity shapes us. It tests our resilience and determination. When you're going through a storm, it can feel like you're moving further from your goal. But in reality, you're building the strength you'll need to handle the success that's coming. Every challenge you face is bringing you closer, preparing you for what's next. You may not understand it now, but every trial is shaping you into the person who's ready to step into that victory. You might think your efforts have been in vain, but they haven't. Every small step, every bit of progress has been moving you forward. Progress isn't always linear. Sometimes it feels like you're taking 2 steps forward and 1 step back. But even that step back is part of the journey. It's teaching you patience, perseverance, and perspective. You are much closer to your breakthrough than you give yourself credit for. So don't stop now. One of the biggest mistakes people make is quitting right before they reach their goal. The truth is, most people give up not because they can't achieve their dreams, but because they don't realize how close they are to achieving them. You might be on the verge of something amazing, but if you stop now, you'll never, ever know it. Don't let doubt stop you from moving forward. Keep pushing, keep striving, because your success could be just around the corner. It's easy to feel like you're running out of time, but remember that success is not always measured by how fast you get there. Sometimes the most significant achievements come after long, steady progress. You may be comparing your journey to someone else's and feeling like you're behind, but you're exactly where you need to be. Your path is your own, and the timing of your breakthrough is perfect, even if it doesn't feel that way at this moment. Remember, you're closer than you think. When you start to feel discouraged, remember how far you've already come. Think back to the days when you weren't even sure how to start, when you didn't know if you can make it even this far. But here you are, still standing, still fighting, still going. That's progress. You've already overcome so much, and the road ahead is shorter than the one behind you. Don't lose sight of that. You are closer than you've ever been. It's so important to understand that sometimes the final steps to your breakthrough are the hardest. It's as if life wants to test your resolve one last time before handing you the reward. You may be feeling the weight of the challenge right now, but know this. The fact that it's getting harder means you're almost there. The closer you get, the more resistant you might feel. But that's only because you're about to break through. The discomfort you're feeling right now is not a sign to stop. It's a sign that you're growing. Growth is uncomfortable, but it's necessary. If everything were easy, you wouldn't be moving toward your potential. The obstacles you face are shaping you into someone who can handle the success that's waiting for you. Don't shy away from the discomfort. Embrace it, because it's bringing you closer than you've ever been. You're not running the race alone. Even if it feels like you're the only one pushing forward, know that you have support. There are people rooting for you, praying for you, even when you don't realize it. And more importantly, God is guiding your steps. He knows the desires of your heart, and He has placed those dreams within you for a reason. Trust that you're being led, even when the path is unclear. You're closer than you think. Sometimes we get so focused on the destination that we forget to appreciate the journey. Every step you've taken has taught you something valuable. You've learned skills, gained wisdom, and discovered strengths you didn't know you had. The journey is as important as the destination, and it's preparing you for the moment when you finally achieve your goal. When you look back, you'll see how every moment was bringing you closer, even when it didn't feel that way. It's also important to recognize the signs that you're on the right path. Maybe doors are starting to open that you didn't expect. Maybe opportunities are coming your way, or people are showing up to support you. These are not coincidences. They are signs that you're moving in the right direction. Pay attention to these moments, because they're telling you that you're closer than you think. You might be feeling exhausted right now, and that's understandable. The journey can be tiring, especially when you've been working hard for so long. But remember this, rest is not the same as quitting. It's okay to take a break, to recharge your energy. After all, rest is sometimes exactly what you need to gain the strength to push through. But after you've rested, get back up and keep going, because you're almost there. Doubt is one of the biggest enemies of progress. It creeps in when we least expect it and tries to convince us that we're not capable of achieving our dreams. But doubt is a liar. The fact that you've made it this far proves that you have what it takes. You wouldn't have come this far if you weren't meant to succeed. So when doubt whispers in your ear, remind yourself of all you've overcome and all you're capable of. You're closer than you think. There will always be people who doubt you, who tell you that you're aiming too high or that you're not good enough. But their opinions don't define you. What matters is what you believe about you. You have the power to silence those voices and keep moving forward. Don't let anyone else's doubts stop you from achieving your dreams. You're closer than you think. Faith is a powerful tool on this journey. When you believe that you're being guided and that there is a greater plan for your life, it gives you the strength to keep going. Faith reminds you that even when things don't make sense, they are still working together for your good. So trust in the process. Trust in God, and trust that you are exactly where you need to be. You're closer than you think. Remember, you don't have to see the whole staircase to take the first step. Sometimes all you need is the courage to keep moving, even when you don't know exactly how things will turn out. Take it one step at a time, and before you know it, you'll be standing at the top. You're closer than you think. It's also important to celebrate the small wins along the way. Every victory, no matter how small, is a sign that you're making progress. Don't wait until you've achieved the big goal to celebrate. Acknowledge the steps you're taking right now because they're bringing you closer to the finish line. As you move forward, stay connected to your why. Why did you start this journey in the first place? What is it that drives you? When you stay connected to your purpose, it gives you the fuel to keep going even when the road gets tough. So remember your why and let it propel you forward. You're closer than you think. Remember this. Know that the greatest rewards come to those who persevere. You've come too far to give up now. You are on the verge of something amazing, and all you need to do is keep going. The finish line, it's closer than you realize. Keep pushing. Keep believing, because you're closer than you think. You've got this. Peace and blessings, Dr. O.